guys, welcome back to the channel. Just a quick little video today on Lanoguarding my Defender. Let me show you what I bought and where I'm going to be Lanoguarding on my Defender 90. So there you go guys, that's what I've got. 2 litres of Lanoguard, got that in the kit. Also got the sprayer, which will go onto the bottle itself, so that's very handy to apply it. And then I've got the little lance then, will go inside the chassis or anywhere else really, so that basically just screws onto there like that. So yeah, I've got the grease as well. I've got the Lanoguard grease as well, which I've already used. So I don't know how much of this I'm going to be filming, because obviously I don't want to get on my camera, so I'm filming with my action camera at the moment, so my big Sony camera. Right, let me show you where I'm going to start first. There you go, taking the wheel off. Let's have a quick look where we're going to be Lanoguarding this stuff too. Yeah, so she's pretty good. Well, she's very good actually underneath here. So this is the part that you want to be very concerned about. You can't really see in there, unfortunately, but that's something you want to spray Lanoguard all the way up. Basically, it's the outer edge of this, of the bulkhead. You've got the floor panels here, which are solid on mine, but these can rot out because all the muck and shit gets up here. I don't need to take these off. These are from Gwyn Lewis. Absolutely excellent to stop all that muck and shit going onto your outriggers as well. So yeah, so I'm going to spray all Lanoguard in there. Took the wheel off, it's just easier to get in there, and I'll probably do all these areas here, look, and behind the spring. So there's a bit of grease on these. So just put new bushes in here as well on the top and everything. So yeah, but I don't think, I mean, these springs have had what, 4 or 5 years, and they just stand to flake a bit in places, but that's how they are on all springs basically and everything. Some people ask me what this is for, with a tap on it. So I got a catch can, and one part goes into the chassis, and then the other part at the bottom then is a drain off. So what I've done, I've just put a tap on here, so every 6 months to a year just get a jar and do that and just drain off the excess from that pro vent on top of my engine there for the crankcase breather. Right, yeah, so let's go spray all this up and see what it's like. So I've got some gloves to go on. I probably won't do a lot of filming because it's just a messy job, isn't it? Just wait for this to come up. Here it comes. So let's see if I can change this nozzle a bit. Get in there. Yeah, that's more than enough in there. Alright, let's do behind this heater matrix. Change the spray pattern a bit on here. Oh, look. Pull this back, let's do in there. Brilliant. Really good. There you go, I've just sprayed that all in there, all the way up, as much as I can. So pop the bonnet open now, so I can just spray inside and down a bit. Put the wheel back on, but I may as well just give this a bit of a lance in here with the spray. Yeah, but it's good stuff. Smells like I've been down on the farm, which is where I used to work years ago, so it's not a problem. Yeah, but this stuff, I'm hoping it lasts, because I've always used wax oil, Dinatrol, brilliant stuff, all that stuff's really good. But I thought I'd just try this. Everybody else seems to be trying it on their Defenders or any vehicle. So I don't know how much you can hear me. I've taken my mic off at the moment. Yeah, but this is the area you want to spray. Pull these cables out of the way, spray down there. Yeah, so this is the area you want to pay attention to along here, along the where the heater matrix is. Get in there as much as you can. and what have you, and spray in there. See, on these are galvs, and mine are like new. Still got the galvs like new on there. But yeah, I think Lanoguard's ideal for doing your bulkhead. And I managed to squirt a little bit down in here as well. So I'll probably take these off and do in here as well like I normally do. Right, I'm going to do a bit more spraying, put the wheel back on. There you go guys, both sides are done on the front. Just going to do a little bit job on the back, and then obviously then use the lance then inside the chassis in certain areas and everything. But yes, it's gone on really well. It's pretty straightforward to use. I think you just do a little bit of prepping, just make sure you've got no mud and just rubbish on your vehicle, just clean that off. I've seen some people putting it on and it looks shocking how they've done it, and obviously then they've complained then months down the line it hasn't lasted. But I think it's all to do with the prep and how you put it on, how you use it. But it's straightforward enough. I'm really pleased with it and how it looks. Right, so let's crack on with the back, and then I'm going to do the sides. I'll take you underneath the vehicle then once I've finished. Yeah, so looking underneath the Land Rover, just going to use it in these holes here, feed the lance in there towards the back. Another prone area is this area here to rust really bad. It collects on the bottom here, and these rot out on the back here as well pretty bad, so pay attention to that. Right, so another job that's worth doing is the bulkhead. So I've taken the grommets out where the wiper arms are. Obviously you've got the left hand drive and the right hand drive. So taking the grommets out, these little grommets here, look. So I'm going to pump some Lanoguard into that, and then I'm going to take the optimal screws out for the hinges on the front and do the bulkhead on the side as well. Pump some of that stuff in there as well. So another place is worth doing is if you take this off, and if you've got lights, internal lights for the central locking and what have you, there's a little hole there, so I'm going to be pumping some of that Lanoguard in there as well, so it'll basically go down the inside of this bulkhead. Screws out, done them. So I've got to give them a bit of a wipe down after, but I'm not too worried about it at the moment. Took them out, so I squirted it all in there. You just seen me put it in the bulkhead there. So obviously if you've got one of these bulkheads, they are slightly different on every model. Of course then when you've done underneath there as well, all up in there, that really protects, and the outrigger as well. Places like that it's worth really concentrating on. It doesn't take 5 minutes to do, to be honest with you, and do the bolts on your hinges. And then obviously I'm going to squirt some in here. So there you go, I'm just going to squirt some in there. I managed to pull that out gently, squirt it up there. I can feed it more or less halfway up. And it is a very windy day today, so I don't know if you can hear me very well. I'm not using any mics at the moment because this stuff is so messy and what have you, but yeah, that will be fine in there. So let's get pumping. And then I'll just move it up then. Right, so we'll have a quick look underneath. Really pleased with it. So I did wipe a bit that with my hand just to because I had sprayed a bit too much. But overall it's really good. All around the springs, back of the cross member. Yeah, so I've done all the A-frame and everything because these have a habit of rusting really bad. And yeah, so I used the lance in there, you've probably seen that in the video. Sprayed everything, excuse me, and the axles as well, all around. So I just got to wipe a few things off, got a little bit on the discs and all that, but I'll just use a bit of white spirit just to clean that off. But it's starting to dry and everything, so I've done all the along with the springs and everything else. Very windy at the moment. It's not the best day to do spraying because it goes everywhere. But yeah, that's dry. That's going to be drying really nice. And I can always give it a respray in a couple of days' time, see how it looks, see if I've missed anywhere. I've got about just under half a bottle left. So sprayed all around where the fuel filter is, and the support brackets for the tub inside there, all around the springs. I didn't take this back wheel off. I managed to do everything sort of as it is. So there you go, guys. One Defender Lanoguard is absolutely fantastic. I'm over the moon how it's looked. It's gone on really easy. So much easier to use than using wax oil and anything else. And the results speak for themselves. Absolutely fantastic. So let's have a quick look at what I've done. Guys, one Defender fully Lanoguarded. Still got a drop left as well, so I didn't quite use the full 2 litres, so I can reapply this later on if I need to, if there's anywhere that I've missed. But yeah, I highly recommend this stuff. I say I had it on the shelf for a little while and I wasn't sure about using it. I ordered it last year. I've had it 8 months to be honest, and I hadn't used it, so I'm glad I did, to be honest. I've done all the bulkhead with it, all inside the chassis, outside the chassis as well. And yeah, all around by the heater matrix, you've seen that in the video. Just areas that get a lot of corrosion on Defenders, or any Land Rovers really, to be honest with you, or even 4x4s, anything really. So yeah, I highly recommend Lanoguard. Yeah, so it'll give me that long-term protection on the chassis of my Defender. So yeah, if you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one.